everyone, my name is Tess and I'm a speech pathologist.
And I'm Kiara, I'm one of the occupational therapists here at CUI.
That's right, and today we're here to talk about one of the most important foundations for learning, communication, friendships and mental health, emotional regulation.
When children can regulate their emotions, they can think, listen, join in play, cope with challenges and cope with changes. But when regulation is hard, everyday life can feel really overwhelming.
That's right, and this is where speech pathologists and occupational therapists can work really closely together because regulation is both a body skill and a communication skill.
A question that we commonly get asked is, what is emotional regulation? So emotional regulation is the ability of a child or a person to notice what's happening in your body, manage your reactions and return to a calm or organised state.
That's right, and children aren't born with this skill. So they first need to learn to regulate their emotions through something called co-regulation. And this is borrowing calm from other people or adults before they can learn to regulate by themselves.
Yeah, so when a child is dysregulated, so when they're not in that regulated state, their thinking brain goes offline. So when this happens, using language, recalling memories, listening to others, and sort of just going about their day can be really tricky.
Okay, Kiara, can you tell us a little bit about the role of an occupational therapist in emotional regulation?
Of course. OTs focus on the body systems underneath regulation. So things like sensory processing, which is how you process and respond to sensory information, arousal level, which sort of indicates where you're sitting in terms of your energy level and your ability to attend and take in information, movement and body awareness. So we assess what causes a child to feel overwhelmed, what supports them to feel just right, and we create personalised and sort of tailored regulation toolkits. So things that involve movement, sensory strategies and environmental supports to help children move through dysregulation.
And often that ability to be regulated and maintain regulation can be a real missing link when sort of learning or behaviour can feel harder than expected for children.
Yeah, definitely. What about this speech role test?
Yeah. So speech pathologists support that communication layer of regulation. That includes things like emotional vocabulary, so being able to talk about how you feel, talk about what your body feels like, what you're thinking at different points, being able to express your needs, tell people what you need to help you to feel better, being able to understand others, being able to sort of have inner speech and problem solve what's going on. If a child can't sort of use their words, use symbols or gestures to say that they need help or that something's too loud, then they're going to use their body or their actions to communicate it instead.
Yeah, so I guess to summarise it, OT focuses on organising the body and sort of organising the systems within the body, but speech focuses on facilitating the language or the message.
So if your child is experiencing difficulties with emotional regulation, they might benefit from support from a speech pathologist and or occupational therapist. Difficulties with communication and emotional regulation can look like difficulties talking about how they're feeling or what they've experienced during their day, difficulties in certain social situations or communicating with different people.
A child may also benefit from occupational therapy if they're having troubles with transitioning, so moving from one environment to the next, if they're having frequent meltdowns, and also if they're having trouble identifying how they're feeling, and then also knowing what to do after they've experienced an emotion.